Credit unions, as we know, do not maximise profit. They reinvest profit according to their members' wishes. They are non-profit organisations providing an invaluable service in communities in Ireland and all over the world. Now, much play has been made of the fact that a small number of branches got themselves into financial difficulty. We know that some of them invested in property in ways that didn't work out very well. They got themselves in financial difficulty. But to suggest that this means that the credit union movement in Ireland traded recklessly would be incorrect. We are aware that the credit union movement in Ireland has received no state aid whatsoever, and that their financial position is very different to that of the Irish banks. Indeed, Minister, I met recently with one of the management team of a credit union in Wicklow, and we went through the numbers for her credit union. And their financial position is so healthy that they could pay out all savings using just their cash reserves, not even touching their investments. So it would be impossible to have a run on this credit union. That is an extraordinary level of financial health. And if we're not careful in this bill, we're going to impede the ability of very healthy, very sensible unions like that to do the most amount of good they can in the country, particularly at a time when the joke that is the Irish banking system is sucking all the money out of our economy and refusing to lend it back on. Now, do we need regulation? Yes, we do. Does this bill get that regulation right? No, it does not. I, as many other deputies, have spoken to representatives of the credit union movement, to the managers, to the executive and to local branch managers. And it is very interesting to see how many problems, serious substantive problems, they have with this bill as it stands, that have been raised very well by deputies all around the House. I would like to draw attention quickly to three of those, Minister, which I might ask you to bring back to Minister Noonan. The first is around the governance. It seems that the rule whereby a member of the board can have no family member working as a volunteer does not make sense. This is a volunteer-led movement, and particularly in the smaller credit unions, you can find a small number of people doing these things. They are saying very clearly that if you impose this, it will radically reduce their ability to serve the public. The second is around Section 35, which automatically prevents a credit union member who has rescheduled a loan for whatever reason from getting another loan. Now, these are not people defaulting on large loans looking to borrow even more. These are parents who are looking to borrow money for Christmas presents or for school uniforms. To not allow someone who has restructured a loan, not defaulted on loan, restructured a loan, to take another loan does not seem to me sensible. And thirdly, I would urge consideration that under certain conditions may allow for the softening of the bar on credit unions. Obviously, this is the geographic rule, which Deputy Wallace spoke to already. Now, I look further to further discussions of this bill in committee stage. It's going to be quick. The Taoiseach said this morning that this bill will be passed before Christmas. I will be submitting amendments reflecting these issues and reflecting various other issues. And Minister, I would urge you to take a message back to Minister Noonan as well, to be open to this. There is very clear support from all around the House. My experience of legislation in this House is that when it's agreed at second stage, virtually nothing changes. Maybe a few technical pieces, but not substantive changes coming from this House, contrary to what our Constitution is meant to do. Now, Ireland has the deepest penetration of credit unions in the world. They are a credit to the workers, they are a credit to the volunteers, and they are a credit to the members. The credit union approach is a superior approach to small-scale community savings and loan. It is a superior approach in many aspects to the banking system. We do need regulation, there's no question about that. It needs to be appropriate. It would seem, based on some well-thought-out criticisms and critique of the credit union movement, that this bill is not yet right, and I hope that in committee stage the Minister will be open and the Government will be open to accepting amendments from myself and from other colleagues so that we can get this right. Thank you.
Thank you.